Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Merrill from Hardy Elementary, 4th grade, and we're going to do a writing lesson with you. But first, we're going to do a quick review of what we did last time. So we've been talking about narrative writing. Narrative writing tells a story. Okay? It can be real, it can be make-believe. The characters can be real or make-believe. The characters can be people. They can be animals. Or any object that you can personify that gives some kind of human characteristic to. Those can be interesting stories. Every narrative writing has a beginning, a middle, and an end. We're going to work on the beginning today. It has to have an order, so chronological order. It has to be sequenced. This happened, then this happened. Finally, this happened. And it's got to have dialogue. Your characters have to talk to each other. So there's our review. Today we're going to talk about our introduction, the beginning of our narrative, okay? And in the introduction, you need to give your readers something to look forward to. Give them something exciting, okay? You need to give them a little bit of a peek about your characters. Remember, I told you that in my narrative, I'm going to write about my granddogs. Toby, he's older, he's wiser, I've thought about him. Cruiser's wild and crazy and impulsive. He's always doing something crazy. Evie, the girl, she's the princess. So I think if she were going to talk, she's probably going to tell the boys they shouldn't do whatever they're about to do. And Cookie, my cat, she's snooty. They don't get along. So the setting for my story is going to be in my backyard. It's a warm, sunny day. The dogs are going to come and play. And what's happening? This is where it's going to get fun. So today, like I told you, we're going to look at our introduction. We're going to look at the beginning of the story. And I went ahead and I started writing my introduction because the introduction is where you introduce your readers to your characters, maybe to the setting, and give them a little bit of a taste of the excitement that's going to come up in your story. You want to grab their attention. You want them, your readers, to read your story. Okay? So I started off, my granddogs, Toby, Cruiser, and Evie, love to visit my house. So I've talked about my characters, and I've given you my setting. They can run and play together in the backyard because it is enclosed, it's circled by a fence. They're safe, they can play. One of their favorite things to do is to chase my cat Cookie. So right there, I've set up the beginning of my story. I tell you guys stories about my granddogs all the time. You know they don't get along. You know they love to run and play. Now, next thing you're going to want to do is start in the next paragraph. You're going to build up more excitement. So for now, okay, last week your assignment was to do your characters. Think about them. How do they look? How do they act? How do they talk to each other? The other thing was think about your setting. Okay, now you've got all that written down, you've kind of planned it, you need to put it in a paragraph form. Okay, give me an indentation. Remember our big 4? Give me an indentation and start telling me about your characters. Start the first paragraph telling me about your setting. Give me a little hint as to what's to come so that your readers are going to want to read your story. Now, remember, you always ask me, how many sentences do I have in my paragraph? Let's see how many I have. There's 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 sentences in my first paragraph, but you know what? I gave you all the information in an introduction. I gave you the characters. I gave you the setting. And I started to give you a hint about the plot, about what's going to happen. So your assignment now is, now that you have your characters and setting and your plot kind of going in your head, you need to write an introduction. I need 3 to 5 sentences describing those things. Character, See, I have characters. Okay. I have the setting. And I even have my little hint about what's going to happen in this story to make it funny or exciting. So your assignment is to start writing your first paragraph. I can't wait to read and hear about your stories. You can give any of us teachers, give us a call, send us an email, send us a text. We'd love to hear from you. Bye, till next time.